Yo, what's good, fam? Ilia Topuria has been going after everyone in the MMA community, okay? No one is safe from Ilia Topuria, and I decided, as Ilia's top guy, it's my duty and my service to provide you guys with everything that Ilia's been, yapping about. And, he's trying to poke the bear. He's been poking the bear a lot. And I'm gonna provide you guys with everything he's done in about the past week or so. Okay, it's gonna be Islam, it's gonna be freaking Belal, it's gonna be, McGregor, it's gonna be everybody. So if you already know some of these things, go ahead and go to the, timestamps, bro. I'm gonna add timestamps so that you can skip through anything that you already know. But, this is all crucial information. And obviously, as Ilia's #1 translator, you're gonna want to listen to me, okay? And make sure you subscribe and like if you haven't already. I mean, why would you have not already? But listen, if you somehow haven't, do it, because this did take me a while to get together. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get started with the first thing that Ilia did about a week or so ago, okay? And that was calling out the freaking entire lightweight division, okay? This guy went, I can fight them all in the same night. I can fight them all on the same night. I can fight all of them in the same night, bro. I'll take them all. So he's already poking the bear. He's not only going after, the entire lightweight division, basically. He's also going after the fanboys, okay? Because, these guys got a lot of fanboys. Let's not lie. Dustin Poirier has his fanboys. Justin Gaethje, Uncle fucking Gaethje somehow has a bunch of fans. Oliveira, obviously, he's the man. He's got a bunch of fans. All of these guys have their fan bases. So he's not only attacking them, he's attacking their little fanboys. Who, they did get pissed at this. They said, bro, Ilia wouldn't beat any of these guys, bro. He's way too small, bro. He wouldn't beat a single one of these guys. So he already rage baited, a couple people with that. But then what did he do after that? Because that wasn't enough, obviously. If you're Ilia, you want the whole community to be talking about you. And he did succeed. But let's see what he did next. He goes on a little Instagram live, right? This was about a week ago, I think. And actually, no, this was 10 days ago already, bro. Jesus, bro, this is old information. But listen, we're still gonna go over it. So he goes after. Why is my cam so dark? All right, whatever. He goes after Islam Makhachev and says that he's next after Max Holloway, bro. Like, no, obviously Islam's next. I hope we can get that fight real soon. And one of these fans in the comments is asking him a stupid question. They say, do you think he can beat Islam? Do you think he could beat Islam? And he says, absolutely. Absolutely I can beat him, bro. Absolutely. It's not even a challenge. And he made it sound like, it's going to be an easy fight. And one thing, this also needs to be noted. He did say something. I'm not going to play the video because I don't feel like it. But he also said something. It might have been a separate live stream. But he said, I hope we can get it done in the octagon so it doesn't have to be like in the streets. Because if I fight him in the streets, he's not going to get his hospital bills paid for, something like that. Some little, insult basically saying that, he would beat him up in the streets if they ever fought in the streets. But, so he's poking the bear. He's poking the Dagestani bear. And what does he get from that in response? He gets what he wants. He gets what he wants. He gets Brother Usman. Brother Usman said, when did you ever fight on the streets, European boy? When you ever fight on the streets, brother? In Dagestan, we fight all the time in street. And then, Ilia Topuria, he says, it has been a long time, to be honest. How are you doing with the drugs? Are you still on steroids? Dude, what the fuck is this accent? Alright, I'm gonna keep doing these random accents for Ilia until I find one that sticks, but... Oops, sorry for snorting in the mic. But he's going after Usman, who Usman's a bot, bro. Usman's a freaking PFL, freaking Bellator bot, bro. Like, who cares about this guy? So, at the end of the day, this isn't the response we wanted. We wanted an Islam response. But we're gonna go after, Brother Usman here, because Brother Usman wanted to defend his, his cousin here. And so we're gonna go after him. We're gonna call him out on his steroid use, which is true. He did pop for roids like a year ago or so. And so Islam has to defend his boy. So he says, if Topuria continues, dude, alright, wait, I got this. Brother, if Topuria continues in the same spirit, he may play himself out. Something may happen. I can't, bro. Something may happen. So far, I have not seen anyone cross any personal boundaries. So far, nothing like that has happened. Okay, so we got the the classic Dagestani line. He's trying to act like he's a tough guy. He's saying, yeah, I mean, dude, he hasn't crossed any personal boundaries. But listen, if it goes a little further, I'm gonna have to punch this guy in the street. Okay, Islam's pretending, he's gonna freaking He's gonna submit this guy in the street, okay? That's what he's saying he's gonna do. And Ilia responds, I don't need to cross lines, but I don't need to cross lines, but it seems like the kids that hang out with you will try to cross any line they can't come back from. Let's leave the kids out of it and settle it like adults in the octagon in 2025, right? So he's calling him out. He's setting up a 2025 fight. And then this was even before the Max Holloway interview that I did, or the face-to-face that I did a big video on. But I still want to include this information because it's very important, because it led to, well, first it led to this, which is freaking, you know, the bot Umar, Mr. Bot Umar over here saying, Ilia isn't on Islam's level. He's too small. He's too small, brother. He's too small, brother. This guy is too small. Listen, or wait, no, Umar has like a nerdy accent. He's like,
brother, Ilia isn't on Islam's level, brother. He's too small. He's too small. Listen, Barab, I want to fight Marab.
That's a more Umar accent. So he's saying, we got basically the whole Dagestani crew versus, Ilia Topuria. So, you know, it's going well. He's already got, you know, a whole basically fan base and, you know, the brother community after him. And just to add to this, you know, he did succeed in this. And I want to show you guys an example of something not working, which is, you know, something that just went under the radar. Did you guys even hear about this? I mean, Sean O'Malley, if Unibrow and Marab don't fight by the end of the year, I'm fighting Marab in March. Suck my sack if you don't like that. What? Like, nobody hurt, bro. Nobody cares. We don't care. This is the thing. Ilia Topuria, whether you like him or not, he's dominating the frickin' media right now, okay? You haven't heard about this. You probably did. But listen, who cares? Like, Sean O'Malley, this is his idea of trash talking. It just doesn't work. It's not getting under anyone's skin. In contrast, you got Ilia Topuria, who calls out Islam, and you got 15 guys responding to him. You got 15 Dagestanis responding to him because they got to defend their boy. You know, it's such a bad call out that, you know, how dare Ilia call out Islam? But listen, let's move on. I got to play these videos. So we got it. This is Ilia when he arrived to Abu Dhabi. Okay, and he's you know, he's going after Belal. Somebody asked a question about Belal, and let me preface this also by saying Belal did respond to when Ilia went after Islam. I think he said something like, you know, dude, Ilia's way over his head. Try to defend your belt at least, or something, you know, something like that. So, you know, this wasn't just out of nowhere. People are saying, you know, this was out of the blue. Why do you just go after Belal like that? It wasn't. Okay, Belal did, you know, Belal was trying to, you know, swoop in and save his boy Islam from Ilia. So let's see, what did Ilia do in response?
Belal versus Shakhtar. But Belal, he's a fake champ. He's a fake. I think right now in the welterweight division, the one who will come back and will take the belt again, it's Kamaru Usman, in my opinion. It's Kamaru Usman, in my opinion.
Usman's like 50 years old, bro. He's not. Ilia might be wrong here, okay? This is the first time Ilia's been wrong in probably his life, and he might not even be wrong, you know? Ilia, he always manifests everything, so I'm out here thinking Belal's gonna frickin' 49-46 Shavkat, but maybe I don't know something. Maybe I don't know something he does, you know? You never want to doubt Ilia Topuria's knowledge, okay?
Easy work for Usman.
So he's thinking Usman's gonna get the belt back at 70 years old. But let's move on to, you know, what else did he say about Belal that was so bad?
Es un tipo duro. Es un
tipo duro, sí. He's saying, you know, Islam's a tough champ. He respects Islam. Bro, what is my cam doing? Yo, I love how the cam's super dark. That's super sick. But listen, he's saying, you know, Islam's he's a tough champion. I respect him.
Es un tipo duro. Es un buen campeón. Es de los pocos.
He's a good champion. He's a
ahora mismo que yo diría que de verdad merece el lugar donde tiene.
You know, he truly deserves to be where he is.
Es un buen campeón y por
he's a good champion.
Es que me gustaría compartir el octógono.
And somebody I'd like to share the octagon with, okay? You know, so in the future.
Con él no es como Belal.
He's not like Belal Muhammad, okay? That's what he was calling out. He's not like Belal. He's, you know, so he's poking a shot. He's poking the bear, because Belal's the bear in this situation. And he's got the laughs from, you know, the boys in the back. The boys in the back supporting him with a couple laughs, you know, as per usual. But what did Belal think about this? You know, I love Belal. I actually do like Belal. He's not like one of my favorite fighters or anything, but he's a guy that I think's funny, and he's a little overhated, and especially because he engages in trash talk like this. Where would Leon Edwards be if he got trash talk? He'd be saying, I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. Shut up, Ilia, bro. That's what he would be doing. That's the difference. You know, he got Belal instead, who's freaking chiming in here. And he says, didn't this George just buy a fake BMF belt to pose with? He's starting to become the Georgian version of Colby Covington. So he's calling him out. He's saying, you know, bro, this guy, didn't he buy a fake belt? That's the go-to insult. The go-to insults when it comes to talking about Topuria. Because, you know, Topuria is trash-talking everybody. I've heard everyone say, you know, this guy bought a fake belt, bro. What a lame-o. Or then, bro, you're copying McGregor. Those are the two. And he doesn't care about them. That's the thing. Ilia gets under your skin. You don't really do a good job of getting under his. Despite, because he's heard this. He's heard these things a million times. He doesn't really care about them. But let's move on. What happened after that? Belal Crotch Sniffer Muhammad. Okay, he's disrespecting Belal. He's calling him a crotch sniffer because, you know, he has that heavy grappling style, obviously. So, you know, he calls him out. He says, Belal Crotch Sniffer Muhammad. And then, you know, Belal responds here. Because Belal, I respect Belal so much, bro. Because if you're trash talking, if you're engaging in this, you are a W. You're not a Pantoja who's sitting on the sidelines. We haven't freaking heard a peep from you in years. You're a Belal Muhammad who's, you know, might not have the most entertaining style, but you make up for it by building up your fights and trash talking, you know, the pipsqueaks like this. Who, well, Ilia's not a pipsqueak because Ilia would probably, you know, Ilia would go in there and freaking beat him with the right. He'd beat him with the right hand, he'd freaking knock him out. But Ilia is, you know, he's 2 divisions below, so he's picking on the little kids, relatively speaking. And he calls, you know, he says, Ilia Diddy Topuria. Because there's this picture of him freaking grabbing the single leg when Jai Herbert head kicked him, bro. That's like, he's acting like Belal's acting like he hasn't been in this position like 12,000 times in his fights. But, you know, it's whatever. We got the one moment where Ilia decided to, you know, shoot for a panic takedown when he was freaking rocked. Which, by the way, that showcases how good his chin is. Because he took a freaking flush head kick that he didn't see coming. So, you know, just even more impressive. This is one of Ilia's most impressive moments. So thanks for showing that, Belal. But then we got Ilia who, you know, he goes, no finishes, no knockouts, no knockdowns, no girlfriend, no kids. Belal has never finished any man or woman. Okay? He's going after freaking Belal. He goes crazy on him. But the thing I do have to point out here, even as Ilia's top guy, this is a meme. It's a meme, as in he did quote a meme. This isn't something he came out with. Okay, he wasn't original here. But, you know, you could twist this and say Ilia did that on purpose because he wanted to rage bait people. He wanted to rage bait people. He knew that if he copied a meme, the local meme that he saw, it would just, you know, it would generate some more freaking views because he's copying somebody. But it did. It got 6.1 million views, him saying this. And, you know, everybody freaking talked about it. And he was, quoting Belal is such a crybaby. A picture of Belal in his worst moment in his life getting freaking eye poked by, you know, Leon Scissorhands Edwards. But yeah, so, you know, we got this moment. He did copy a meme, you know, so it's not original, I'll say that. But it's still a good way to, you know, attack your opponents, right? And then Belal hit him with the laugh. I think this might have been before. I don't know what the order was. I'm not completely remembering. But, you know, this is what I meant by the classic Conor. You know, you're copying Conor, bro. You're just a Conor clone. He hit him with this and the laughs, which Ilia's heard this a million times. So people, you know, the thing like that Max Holloway was doing where he was like, you're just a fan, brother. You're a fan, brother. I don't care, brother. You're a fan. That doesn't get under his skin. Ilia is a fan. He was a fan of Conor. He was a fan of Max. I'm sure he's a fan of all these guys who, you know, were back in that era. You know, all the boys that were back in that era, he probably looked up to them, okay? So Ilia doesn't take that as an insult because being a fan isn't the ultimate insult that these guys think it is. So, you know, he didn't really care. And I think, let's see, what happened next? Okay, we got the Conor drama. We're going to the Conor drama now. Freaking 15 minutes in. But listen. I think I got videos for this. Let me let the videos play. Alright, let's see. What does McGregor have to say? You know, good old McGregor. He took a trip to Marbella, Spain. He was at the Bare Knuckle. And he had some stuff to say about Ilia Topuria.
I know Ilia Topuria has had a lot to say. Country.
Yeah, this isn't his home country. This is my home country, baby.
This isn't his home country. Dude, Conor, we're in the Coke era, bro. It's actually sad to see, but listen, let's see what he has to say without me yapping.
This is my home country, baby. Marbella, Spain. Where's he at? This ain't his home country. He knows where his home country is, and it's not España. So, good luck, Max Holloway. Up.
I know.
That's another thing, bro. He's going. All right, so Conor's going after his freaking Spanish heritage, bro, because he's not from Spain, is he? You know, he's Ilia Topuria. He was born in Germany. He moved to freaking Georgia, which is where his parents are from. And because of the war, I'm pretty sure he fled to España. And yeah, so man, it's like what the hell, man? You're going after his heritage. But let's see what Ilia Topuria has to say in response.
Oh, there you go. Let's go Spain. I would say I would bet on Ilia Topuria.
I would say I would bet on Ilia Topuria. Bro, I can't. His voice is so raspy. It's insane. What did he just do? Like fucking 6 lines of coke? Jeez.
Oh, there you go. Let's go Spain. I would say I would bet on Ilia Topuria, but he is not Spanish. He is Georgian. Let's be real. I am as Spanish, if not more Spanish, than Ilia Topuria.
Ilia Topuria, you know, he takes this as a joke, though. He's freaking laughing it up. He's hitting the the classic Ilia giggle. You know, that's trademarked by me, pretty much.
He's a Georgian man.
That's the Ilia giggle. He's shoving you off. He's laughing. He's laughing. He's not taking this as seriously, you know. Freaking Conor thought that this guy would go, "Hey, what the fuck are you saying? I am Spanish. What are you talking about? You're more Spanish than me. What are you talking about?" He doesn't really care. He doesn't really care, okay? He's in with the giggle.
Undercover. He's operating undercover. So we support the real Spanish
But
athletes.
he said I would bet on Ilia Topuria, so he knows that I'm going to win. That's good.
He knows that I'm going to win. That's good. Okay, so he's saying that Conor knows I'm going to win because he's saying he would bet on me if I wasn't Georgian.
You know, Fernando Alonso of Formula 1, Carlos Alcaraz of the tennis, and Sergio Ramos of the football, and the entire Spanish football team.
Está jodido.
I've actually had... Oh, there you
Está jodido. Está jodido. Dude, listen. Ilia's going at... Ilia's, you know, he's poking fun at the bear. He's poking fun at the bear. Again, he's done it with everybody so far in this video. But, you know, Conor was poking fun at the bear first, okay? But Conor was trying to poke the bear, and you don't do that. You got like Ilia. Because you know what's going to happen? Is he's going to go on a big-ass interview with Ariel Helwani where he talks about everybody. He talked about everybody in this interview. It wasn't just Conor. It was freaking everybody. We're going to watch this at the end, though, because I do want to go over this Conor stuff first. But also, the only guy who's been safe, I'll have to say this was in the middle of things. You know, he had this wholesome moment with Volkanovski where, you know, he goes, yeah, Volk's doing the cooking with Volk. He's probably cooking up a burger or something, I think. And Ilia goes, "When will you invite me?" And then Volk goes, "Maybe a paella after our next fight." And yet he goes, "Maybe a paella. You know, maybe we can cook a paella." And he says, "Dan, I'll bring the wine." Okay, so they settled the date, a little dinner date, because this is a thing about Ilia Topuria that I gotta add here, as Ilia's top guy. He, you know, he might disrespect you before he fights you, or even if you're a couple divisions above, or below, or wherever you are, he's gonna disrespect you. But the thing is, after you fight, it's nothing but flowers, because he beats you, and, you know, he knows you're not a threat anymore, and, you know, you're just, you're one of his victims. So, you know, he could be friends with you officially. So, you know, when do you hear this guy talking shit about Bryce Mitchell? Or, you know, Josh Emmett? When have you heard that? Because, you know, they're his past victims, bro. Forgive and forget. This guy's freaking shaking hands with Volkanovski. He's gonna make him, you know, bring him some wine, and Volk's gonna make him a paella, and they're gonna settle the differences. And, you know, he's not holding any grudges. That's the thing about Ilia. He's you know, he's a showman, okay? He's the greatest showman in the UFC. But listen, let's move on. Dude, the Conor drama continued, okay? So Conor, oh my god, this is a lot of reading, okay. Okay, yeah. Little puppy paws he has. Alright, wait, I'm gonna do this in like a British accent. We'll do this in a British accent just so it's different. But, you know, Conor was on Twitter late at night, probably off, you know, his coke and shit, and, you know, he was just ranting after he saw I think it was the Ariel interview, probably. Little puppy paws he has. Check his little puppy paws on him. He is Spanish, is he? Has he a fight nickname, this guy? I now christen him the puppy. So he's, you know, he's saying that Ilia Topuria, he's not the matador. He's not el matador. He's the puppy. The puppy. He's a puppy, bro. He's just a puppy. Georgia does not have bullfighting. His prior nickname is terminated. He is now the puppy, which is a good name. Everybody likes puppies. Okay, so he's actually, this is weird because, you know, I don't know if he thought this was going to be like the end-all be-all and this was going to put Ilia Topuria in his place, calling him a puppy. I guess maybe he thought, you know, these guys always go for Ilia. They try to, you know, say that he's a Conor clone, he's this. Maybe he thought that, you know, going the nice way, calling him a puppy, a sweetheart, that was going to demean Ilia Topuria, put him down here and Conor's up here, and, you know, that was going to be the biggest blow that Ilia's ever received. But I don't think Ilia really cared about this. But then You know, what did Conor say next? What did he say next? Well, he said, it's not about, he was talking about the Max Holloway versus Ilia fight here, right? He goes, it's not a bad shout, ha 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 ha, but Holloway came back and earned it majorly. 2-time featherweight champion, attempted double champ, is current BMF champ. Nah, he's the real deal. Always was, always is. Holloway is, wait, what? Holloway is and always was. Always is, 1000%. He became way better after losing to me. He actually became an all-time great after losing to me. This is a stellar... I can't do this, right? This is a I can't, right? Alright, this is a stellar fight, folks. He took moves as well. Wait. Alright, I'm just gonna fuck it. Okay, let's read this normally, okay? This is a stellar fight, folks. He took moves as well with him. He became ambidextrous after fighting me. He can fight in both stances now. As good as each other. Dude, I can't read this, bro. Why is Conor yapping for so long? He will be very hard to catch for the little man. You don't walk into a crushing blow, bro. He is strong too. And very experienced. 100%. Big fight feel for me here, folks. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. Okay? So, you know, Conor went on a yap session. He basically was hyping up Max Holloway. Because, you know, he thinks he could beat a prime Max, basically. He thinks he beat Max, and, you know, that's, you know, Max, dude, when I beat Max, he was at his prime, and, you know, he's gone on to do great things. But he's hyping up Max, okay? He's saying, you know, he knows he's improved since he beat him. And this is going to be a very tough fight for Ilia, which, you know, I'm sad to say it's not going to be. But let's see, what did Ilia Topuria have to say in response to, you know, Conor's comments about Max? 100% Max has improved after fighting you. He must have realized that if he wanted to make a living from this, he shouldn't be so bad as to lose to someone like you. Nowadays, he beats you easily. Dustin knocked you out in the rematches. Nate beat you 2 times. Khabib humiliated you. And Floyd gave you a masterclass in boxing at 50 years old. Take a seat, kid. You're a fake fighter. You're a fake fighter. You're a fake fighter, yeah. So, you know, he went after a little dissection, a little analysis of Conor, right? Because that was, you know, he felt offended that he was picking against, Ilia Topuria. And then Conor, in response to that, he did a little laughing. He did basically the same exact thing Belal did. Is this not literally what Belal did? You know, so, you know, it's a little played out. And then Ilia Topuria, you know, he thought of a little response that he could say. He said, you know, everything looks better on me. I'm more handsome, richer, and a better fighter than you. Artem Lobov. Wait, I can't say that word on here, can I? Artem Lobov. Right? So he calls him a little, he said this before. I can't say this word on YouTube, I don't think, bro. He calls him a tard. Okay, a tard as in tardy. He's a little tardy to the scene. And, you know, he's referencing Artem Lobov, who used to be Conor's friend until he basically backstabbed him, if you guys don't know. With the frickin' Proper 12 whiskey business, where Artem came up with the idea, I'm pretty sure, and Conor, it's some long story, you know, you guys probably already know it, to be honest, but, listen, Ilia said, totally agree, your best friend Artem, tell me who you are with, and I'll tell you who you are. You're another tardy man, okay? He's saying, they're going after each other, they're using the big words you can't say on YouTube. And this was early in the morning, and these tweets got all deleted. These are all deleted now. So these are, you know, I had to do some undercover investigating. You guys definitely have not seen this. And then Conor goes, you know, fat boy, this guy's a fat boy. And, you know, instead of, you know, instead of Ilia saying, you know, yeah, I am a fan, bro. You know, which he's done in the past. He goes, exactly, you will understand what you are. Watch me fight October 26th. You're going to learn a lot. So, you know, he did the classic, I know what you are, but what am I? Right? That's what he did. He did the, you know, the I know what you are, but what am I? So he's calling, you know, Conor calls him a fanboy, and then the R word. And, you know, Ilia says, yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Basically. But that's it, I think. Is that it for that? Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna watch the freaking video. We're gonna do a deep dive on the video. But, you know, that's he's been going after everybody. And he does continue to go after everybody in the interview. So let me let that play. Alright, so we got the Ariel Helwani interview here that, you know, everybody has been talking about, but they haven't really been talking about it the way they need to. They haven't understood because they don't understand Topuria like I do. Yeah, I understand him. I understand everything he's saying. Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna be doing. These are some of the better parts. We'll see. We'll see what we can find from here. This is a little later into the interview. You're just towards the beginning, but because they were yapping for a bit, so let's see what they have to say.
So how did you feel about that in the aftermath? Like, did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? Like being there with
he's
your
talking about the face to face with Max Holloway. He's asking him, how do you like it?
And speaking to him, what did you think of it?
To be honest, I feel him a little bit distracted, scared. I don't know.
Yo, who's this guy, bro? No cameras yet. No cameras.
He doesn't seem to be like the same way with me than the other opponent.
His past opponent. So yeah, he's saying, listen, this is the thing that you guys didn't understand, right? He's saying, he's saying, to be honest, I thought Max was a little Max was he wasn't as focused on me as he should be, which is true. He's looking at Ilia as a clown. I've said this 1,000 times before, but he is. He's looking at him like, this, all right, bro, I'm going to humble this guy. It's going to be, brother, I'm going to humble this guy, brother. I'm going to humble him, brother. I am the heat. Bring the heat, brother. I am the heat. That's what he's going to do. He's going to bring the heat, and he doesn't even have to worry about Ilia Topuria. He's almost distracted in the sense that he's worrying about these other things, these externalities, whereas Ilia is focused on his opponent, bro.
As he had in the past.
You got a cameraman following you there, huh?
Yeah, I have this man. I don't know what, because we are recording the.
Oh, your other one came out, right? September 19th, I think
right,
it was.
Bro, they start yapping about the movie.
Spain.
This is what I mean.
Wow.
We act.
Let's focus, fellas. Let's focus.
Really, really good.
Yeah, we all love the movie, bro.
To us
I haven't
here
seen it, but we all love it. We all love the movie.
In every.
Let me.
Like, why did you feel that way? Why did you feel like he didn't have the confidence as usual?
Let's hear
I don't know. When we were like, I was talking to him, he was all the time like, Max, do you think you are going to win? We're gonna find out October 26th. We're gonna find out October 26th.
That's true. The classic October 26th line. That was Max Holloway's favorite line in the interview. He would just go, October 26th, brother. We're gonna find out October 26th. October 26th, we'll find out who the better man is. That's what he was saying constantly, man. So it was kind of like Ilia was the one who was leading the trash talk in his, fifth language. And we got Max Holloway here, the fluent English speakers deciding to just say the same fucking words constantly. So, it was a bit weird. And it did kind of indicate that, Max really, maybe either he's not taking this guy too seriously, or, he doesn't really care to try. I don't know. I don't know what it indicates, but, it did kind of seem to a majority of people, who did a review on it and stuff. It seemed like, Ilia was bullying Max Holloway a little, right?
Max, what's your surname? We're gonna find out October 26th. Like, everything I understood from that conversation was, we will find out what's gonna happen on October 26th. I already know what's gonna happen on October 26th.
Yeah, Ilia knows. That's the thing, dude. Max Holloway wants to find out. He's saying, bro, I'm excited to find out what's gonna happen. Am I gonna get knocked out this way? Because that's the thing. I've said this before, I think, maybe. But when Ilia Topuria steps in that octagon, he goes up to you. He says, yo, you want me to 50-42 you? You want me to knock you out? You want me to submit you? What do you want me to do to you? And, Max Holloway is like, bro, I'm excited to figure out how am I going to get a big, knockout loss? Is it going to be my first KO loss? Or am I going to get, 50-42? What's going to happen? That's why he's so excited to find out what's going to happen to him.
I don't need to wait till that day.
Did it bother you when he was talking about the way you were speaking English? I know at one point you said, this is not my first language. Let's do it in Spanish, whatever.
I don't care, Ariel.
Okay.
This is good. Ilia doesn't care. Okay, he just had to put Max in his place because there was that moment where he said, I can speak in freaking German, Russian, Spanish. What do you want to speak in, bro? What do you want to speak in? Because you only understand English. I mean, he just humbled Max, okay? It wasn't that he was pissed. Ilia wasn't freaking pissed. Because he knows some people are ignorant. Some of these monolinguist soy boys, that's what I like to call them, they don't understand that, English, English ain't the only language. English ain't the only language, bro.
I'm trying my best. I was talking to his language, which is the only language he knows to speak. So if he wants to try to do it in Spanish and German and Russian and Georgian, I'm able to do it. So I don't care.
Fair enough. At one point you said that you believe that he didn't want to fight you, that he was trying to fight Michael
This was
Chandler.
the rage bait. This was good rage bait that I was talking
It-
about, bro. Because Max Holloway, I'll say this, he's been calling for Ilia Topuria for a while now. Since before 300, I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. But definitely from that moment he knocked him out. And Ilia, the way he's been saying it is like, bro, I've been struggling for, Max to sign the contract. I've been struggling. He's just trying to get into Max's head. That's not him being scared. Because I've seen people saying, bro, Ilia's the one who was scared, bro. He was begging for a McGregor fight. Do you really think he knew that after he beat Volk, he's not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna have to fight Max. I think it's gonna be someone else. Obviously, it's Max. That's been the idea the whole time that, Max is the guy right behind Volk. He's always been right behind Volk. He's the champ if Volk didn't exist. So, obviously, Ilia knew that, Max is next.
Is that true?
He's
This is what
trolling.
you've heard.
Yeah.
Really?
He was avoiding to fight me all the time. He said something like, no, I said to the UFC, I want the easiest fight. I want to fight with Ilia Topuria. That's a lie. A challenger never chooses fights. Never. I'm the champion. I choose who I want to fight next. And I said, I want to fight Max Holloway. And they told me he's asking to stay in the 155 division to fight with Mike Chandler. I don't know. He asked
He's running,
about
bro.
many guys. And
He's running, bro. He's running from Ilia, bro.
when they told him, no, Max, you have to fight with Ilia because he wants to fight you. So finally he had to accept it. But in the beginning he was trying.
Dude, the funny thing is also this pisses Max off so much because Max knows he accepted this fight. So that's why in the interview you genuinely see he's like, bro, I did accept this fight. Dude, why do I keep doing that accent for Max, bro? Alright, whatever. But he did say, brother, I did accept this. Bro, I can't. I need to stop doing that accent, bro. Okay, so he did say, I did accept this fight, man. I did accept this fight, yeah. I did say, I'm gonna fight you, lad. I'm gonna fight you, yeah.
Trying really hard to avoid me.
And so why did you want to fight him and no one else at 145?
Because I fought with Volk, which was one of the biggest names in the featherweight division.
True.
And now
that's a legacy name. That's a legacy name.
Holloway.
That's putting him towards that top 15 already. After a Max Holloway, when he's probably in the fucking top 15 all the time.
Fought with every champion that we had in the featherweight division. So I wanted to do that. And he had this performance in UFC 300 against Justin Gaethje. He got that BMF belt, so I wanna get it.
So why isn't that belt on the line?
I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Do you think that was his decision or the UFC's decision?
I don't know. To be honest.
Definitely, it was definitely the UFC, bro. Like that, he's gonna play into it. That's what the thing Ilia does. He plays into these things, right? He makes it seem like Max is really scared of them. Max is shitting his pants. When in reality, I think it's more like Max thinks he's gonna humble this guy. He's underestimating Ilia, which is a good thing. But the way Ilia's talking about it is like, dude, Max is too scared to put his belt on the line. Which in reality, I think it's just the UFC doesn't want to let him do that.
But I don't care.
You're not bothered by
Because then Ilia, because they know if Max Holloway puts the belt on the line, Ilia's gonna be the BMF belt forever. He's gonna be the BMF champ forever. Okay, he's never losing that belt.
Because it seems like you want the belt. Don't you want it?
No, I don't want it. I don't give a fuck about that belt.
See, so the whole BMF gimmick, he's saying he doesn't even care, bro. He doesn't even care. He was just using it as a rage bait tool for Ilia or for fucking Max Holloway, bro. He's using it as a rage bait tool.
To be honest. But he calls himself the BMF, so we already know who is the world champion. And in the first seconds of the fight, we're gonna find out who is the real BMF, because I already challenged him in the first 10 seconds of the fight. I'm gonna point the ground, and we'll see what he's going to do.
Dude, that is actually a scary thing to think about, though. I've thought about that when he first said that, because I've only listened to this interview one time about a couple days ago or so. And dude, I thought to myself, what the hell would actually happen if Ilia pointed to the ground in the first 10 seconds? I'm nervous. I don't know. I thought, I honestly think what's going to happen is Ilia's going to point at that ground and Max is going to go, brother, I'm not going to do that right now, brother. I'm not going to, bro, what are you doing? He's not going to do that. He's not going to do it in the first 10 seconds because it is kind of pointless. And it's not the fight that the fans want to see. I don't want to see this go 10 seconds. I'm going to be honest, okay? And if it did, would it be cool? Because would it be insane if it only went 10 seconds? Yes, because this is hyped up to be the fight of the year. But, dude, I don't want to see this end in 10 seconds. So if he does that, I low-key hope Max Holloway just freaking laughs it off, bro. And, you know, he's not a pussy. Believe me, I'm a Max fan. I'm an Ilia fan, too. I'm a bigger Ilia fan. If he does that, it's not Max being a pussy if he backs up, bro. Same thing with Ilia, bro. Like, I don't want to see this shit end in the first 10 seconds. It's stupid.
I will be in the middle of the octagon, so let's bang, bro. If you're ready, I was born ready.
Well, so
It would be cool for him to do it, but I genuinely hope Max just shoves him off for like fucking. Because, dude, I don't want this to end in the first 10 seconds.
predicting this. You are saying
stupid.
first 10
Of
seconds, you're
course.
going to walk to the middle of the cage, you're going to
First
point
10
down.
seconds, I'm gonna point the middle of the octagon, and I will stay there. I want to give the best and the most excited 10 seconds in the UFC history to the fans. They deserve it.
That would be, dude, that would not be exciting. It would be like, dude, it can't end that easy.
And if he stays in the middle, I promise I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna take his head off. I prepare myself for that. So,
Do you think he'll
Let's
meet
go.
you? Do you think he'll meet you there?
Dude, I'm genuinely, I think Ilia Topuria can knock Max Holloway out, but I hope, for the sake of, not only, like, for the fans and everybody, I hope he knocks him out. If he knocks him out, I hope it's in the freaking later rounds, like round 4, and I think that's when it realistically would be. Because a round 1 KO, it would be insane to see Max Holloway get put out that easy, but I don't think it's even going to happen. I don't think that's in the question. I don't think round 1 is going to be a freaking KO against the best chin in UFC's history, pretty much, dude. I don't think that's going to happen. But, you know, Ilia, he's freaking high on himself, bro. This guy, you know, he does have that freaking, that insane belief in himself, and it's a good thing to have, man, because, you know, he honestly might do this. He might point to the ground and freaking knock Max Holloway out in the first 10 seconds, okay? You never want to count him out. You never want to count Ilia's thoughts out, okay?
that's one of the things we're gonna find out.
Right.
If he's the BMF or he's a pussy like everyone who is predicting that I'm going to lose to Max Holloway. All the UFC fighters, I watched the predictions of all the UFC
Dude,
fighters.
I need
They
to
are
talk about this.
predicting that he's going to beat me. All the bombs. Fuck you.
This is facts. This is facts because, bro, I saw some kids in TikTok comment sections, you know, when this got clipped, they said, bro, what is Ilia even yapping about? Bro's yapping to yap. Bro's just, what is he even talking about? I'm confused. Do you really struggle that hard to understand English that you don't understand? So basically, in case you genuinely struggle so hard to understand, he's saying a lot of fighters are picking against him. You know, we've seen Volk said he's going to pick against him. Izzy, Whitaker, freaking Mighty Mouse. Like, everybody is picking against Ilia because, you know, they're buddy with Max Holloway and they're freaking rubbing shoulders with them. So they don't want to pick against their boy. I can't pick against Max, bro, because he's the golden boy of the UFC. You know, if you pick against Max, if anyone catches, you know, one of these fighters picking against Max, it's fucking over for them. They're canceled. They get shot in the fucking head. You know, you're picking Ilia. That guy's a villain, bro. Don't pick him. So they throw aside their freaking, you know, actual brains, and they just go, look, who am I more buddy with? Well, obviously I'm more buddy with freaking Holloway, so I'm going to be picking Holloway. They did the same thing with Volk, where all the fighters were like, you know, I'm going to be picking Volk for this one. Obviously, you know, Volk, I think he's too crafty. He's too, you know, too good of a champ. And, you know, you got the actual MMA YouTubers like Lucas Tracy, MMA Guru. I don't know who else picked freaking Ilia against Volk, but they throw aside their biases and they pick Ilia because they knew he was going to win. That's what the YouTubers or the fucking fighters don't do. They don't throw aside their bias. They're going to be buddy with these guys because they're going to see them, and it's going to be awkward if they picked against you. So this is what Ilia is saying, okay? He's not fucking yapping. This is facts.
Then I'm gonna knock him out. Don't even tell me hello if you see me around.
So he's cutting ties with everybody. But this, you know what this reminds me of? And I saw, you know, somebody in the TikTok comment section said this, and it's kind of true. This is almost like a Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor situation, right? We all thought that Volk versus Ilia was the, you know, the big Aldo versus McGregor type of situation where, you know, he steals the belt and all that stuff. But what if this got me thinking, what if this is Aldo versus McGregor that we're witnessing? Because, you know, everybody's picking, you know, the crafty champ in Aldo, which would basically be Holloway. They're all picking Holloway to win. All the fighters are picking Holloway. They're all saying, you know, this guy's way too cocky. We got a cocky guy. And they're all saying, bro, I'm not picking, no, there's no way I'm picking fucking, Mr. Cocky Ilia to win this fight. But what if? Just what if? What if he really does go in the middle of the octagon in the first 10 seconds and he points down the ground and he gets a freaking knockout? What if that happens, bro? What if we're seeing a McGregor versus Aldo situation again? Now, okay, it's a little, I'm living in a fantasy land, but dude, what if? That's just a what if to think about, bro. It's kind of crazy.
Fuck yourself, everyone.
Could be.
Who's doing this? Who's saying this? Who's picking against you?
Everyone.
I don't know many fighters. I don't even wanna tell you the names.
Okay.
Because I don't wanna give importance about them.
This is facts though, bro. Like people, I guarantee you, you're gonna, if you haven't seen this yet, which I don't know how you haven't, but people are picking against him, and I guarantee you, next week when everyone's making their predictions, they're gonna go, they're gonna go, yeah, listen, Ilia's a great fighter. Ilia's a, fantastic fighter, and good boxing. I just think Max's chin's too good. I just think his chin's too good. He's too experienced, and he's gonna get the win. They're all gonna say that. They're all gonna say the same bullshit. Ilia's a tough fight for him, but I think Max Holloway's too freaking experienced. He's gonna get this win. He's he's a guy, dude. Oh my god, this is the worst one. This is the one that pisses me off the most. Oh, Ilia. Listen, Ilia, he's just not there now. He's just not at that level. Max Holloway, he's always been, the guy who would be champ if Volk wasn't the champ. If Volk wasn't champ, Max Holloway would be champ. So obviously now that Volk's not champ, it's Max Holloway's turn. They genuinely still think, Volk not champion means Max Holloway should be champ. So, obviously he's going to beat Ilia. They just throw aside, they don't know how to throw aside their bias, bro. Because they're buddy with the fighters.
You're taking notes.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. They all like snakes in the
He's going after everybody, officially.
grass because they see you around and then they acting like a fans. But when they have to do something...
That's true. You got freaking Izzy at UFC 300. They were freaking buddy. They were in the in the vlog together. They were hugging. They were freaking they were together. Ilia and Israel Adesanya, the style bender. They were freaking dapping each other up or some shit. They were sitting right next to each other because I guess they got seated together or whatever. But they were they were cool. But now you got Izzy saying, yeah, I think Holloway is probably too experienced. Well, we'll see who he ends up picking, but it seems like he's picking Holloway. It seems like everybody is.
Something
who's not a
Max is going
YouTuber.
to beat him. Maybe they feel a little bit of envy.
Feel envy for me, bro.
Do you think part of it is because Max has been around for so long, and so they're paying homage to the legend? And
Yes, that's
you're
exactly
so
what it is,
confident
Ariel.
and you're the new champ, so they're leaning towards him just out of respect, as opposed to what they really
Exactly,
think
it's a fucking respect fest, bro. These fighters are too respect fest. I fucking hate respect fest, bro.
is going to happen. Does that come
Ugh,
to mind or no?
disgusting.
I don't care. I don't care. I
It is
just
that,
want them to watch the fight October 26th and take notes about the new generation of MMA, about the skills, about the techniques,
This is all
about
true,
everything
bro.
that I'm gonna
wake up and
show
see,
them.
holy shit,
I'm gonna
Ilia's the
teach
real
them a
deal.
little bit about MMA.
By the way, can we clear up the belt situation? Because he said that you bought the belt. Did you in fact buy the PMF title? And if so, how much did it cost?
Freaking two-speeding this.
I don't know. Someone from my team, he bring it to me, but I don't know if he bought it or what he did. But I think
Someone
he
from
bought
his
it.
team
Are you
bought
gonna bring it
it.
to the fight or to the fight week?
Yeah. Of course. I'm gonna bring it.
He
It's
should
mine.
flaunt the belt around,
I
bro.
own
That's
it.
gonna be funny.
Fair enough.
That's gonna be funny if he brings the BMF belt to the press conference and all that. It's going to, you know why it's gonna be funny? Not because he's gonna scare Max Holloway like some people might clickbait. They'll say Max is scared. It's going to piss off Max Holloway, and it's gonna make him say, "Bro, I need to humble this guy, bro. I need to humble this." And all the comments, I want to do a video on Ilia Topuria hate comments before the fight happens, because there's so many of them, so many that are saying, "Can't wait for Max to humble this guy. Can't wait for Max to humble this guy, bro. Please, someone humble this guy. Someone fucking humble him. They need to humble him, right? That's what they're all saying." Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Your boy's gonna lose. Your boy Max is going out, bro. Yeah, 100%, bro.
Fair enough. There is that shot, and he referenced it. They put you on camera after he knocked out Justin Gaethje, and people were saying that it looked like you didn't want him to win, or that you were spooked by it. Can you?
He was impressed. Okay, he was Ilia Topuria. I'll tell you what I thought of that reaction as the professional translator here for Ilia. I thought he went, wow, okay, holy shit, this guy, Max is the real deal, bro. That was an impressive knockout. Okay, he was impressed by the knockout. He genuinely, when he says, listen, let's let it play. Let's let it play.
Tell us what you were thinking in that moment.
The first thing I said, it was like, thanks to God. It
Thanks to God.
happens this way, because now we have a clear opponent for my for my next fight. So
That's true. I honestly, when he says that, I honestly believe that. Okay, I honestly believe that he genuinely he was thinking. Because remember what he was saying when he won the belt? He was saying, "I don't know who to fight next. I don't McGregor, Ilia, or Islam. I should go up and fight Islam." Because he didn't think there was any challengers. Because Holloway had just got 50-45, and he genuinely, okay, I'm gonna say this. He genuinely looks at Max as not on his level. It's not a where he's freaking making this up and he's just lying when he says he's not on his level. He genuinely believes it, and he wants to fight fighters who he thinks are on his level. Call it delusion if you want, but, whatever, it ends up being true, even though, you're going to call him delusional until it happens. But, dude, he genuinely thought Max wasn't on his level. Max got that KO, and he said, okay, it's obvious. I need to fight this guy. I need to, he's being hyped up. He probably is, he's obviously the next contender, so he needs to fight him.
to be honest, I was really bored during the whole fight. Watching
He's probably true, because this is true because Max was just destroying Gaethje. It was very one-sided, so it was a boring fight up until the knockout, kind of. It was, even though it was all striking, it was just Uncle Gaethje getting dominated.
two guys fighting inside the octagon, running around during 5 rounds, but the last 10 seconds were really excited for
Yeah,
me.
see, okay, he's not lying. That's the truth. It was a little bit, it was just Max dominating. It was Max dominating Gaethje, bro. That's all it was. I know the Gaethje fans like to act like, bro, no, Gaethje was in that a little, Gaethje, he had his moments, he knocked down Max. No, bro, that was a slip. Okay, it was a slip. And, you got all these moments that it was just Max Holloway dominating. Max could have finished him in freaking round 3 if he wanted, round 2, whatever round it was. He could have got him out earlier, okay?
Fans for everyone, but I didn't see, to be honest, any technique behind that knockout, and he knows that. He knows that.
Lucky
it was
shot.
like exchange in the bar, and he get the knockout, but it wasn't because he was looking for the knockout.
You weren't impressed. You weren't impressed by that because I thought it was a very one-sided fight in his favor. Like some people have called it the fight of the year. I don't really think it was the fight of the year because it was so one-sided. Maybe the knockout of the year, but you're
maybe the knockout of the year because
definitely knockout of the year, probably knockout of the decade, one of the best knockouts of all time. But dude, the fight wasn't good. It was a boring fight because not Max's fault. Because Gaethje sucks, bro. Gaethje sucks, okay? He's not on Max's level. I'm sorry. And that's why I picked Max. That's why I knew Max was going to freaking win. And dude, I'm sorry, it wasn't that good of a fight. So when Ilia says that, he's just being truthful. The knockout was amazing. Fight wasn't so great.
The only good thing about that fight was the last 10 seconds. But how you can say that it was the fight of the year? No fucking way.
No fucking way, man.
That wasn't the fight of the year.
No way.
No way.
The
fight of the year was me against Volkanovski. That was the fight of the year.
Or maybe this one coming
100%.
up on October 26th.
This fight's
maybe.
not gonna listen. I've heard a lot of people say that this fight's gonna be fight of the year, the one coming up. I don't think it is. Just the way I think it's gonna play out, where Ilia is gonna dominate. I think it's gonna be, it's not gonna be as competitive as people think it is. But we'll see. You never know what's gonna happen. And if Max does steal some rounds, I'm going to give full credit to Max because I genuinely, the way I'm thinking of this, I think it's probably going to be pure domination by Ilia or a knockout. Maybe he wins a round and then he gets knocked out. But dude, I'll give Max ultimate credit if he steals 2 rounds, if he steals, a round. It's going to be very impressive in my eyes. I know, the Max Holloway fans might not be as impressed because they're expecting him to KO Ilia, but that's not going to happen. So let's see how well he does.
One.
But
maybe this one. But this one is going to be like really, really, really fast. So
wow,
I don't know how it's going to be the fight of the year.
When you say fast, you think first round?
I don't think I know that it's going to be in the first round. It's not on my level.
That's insane, bro.
Volkanovski, the guy who beat him 3 times, guy who whooped his ass for 3 times, I knocked him out in the second round. And what makes you think that I'm not going to knock him out in the first round?
That's a good listen. Ilia, is he delusional, saying he's going to knock out the best chin in the first round? Yes. But is he really delusional? That's what is he really delusional? Because everything he says happens. Everything he says happens. So that's the thing, bro. I don't know. Even to me, as an Ilia, as a professional top guy, I was Ilia's top guy. This is a little delusional. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, he's probably gonna do it. So is it delusional at the end of the day? Maybe not.
So you think that
maybe not.
Alex tougher opponent than Max for you? Styles make fights.
Sure. For me and for everyone.
Hey, wow. Alex got the first round. Volk got the first round. that's one of the 2 rounds that, Ilia's lost in his entire career, right? He lost the first round against Jai Herbert because of the knockdown, and he lost the Volk first round. Those are the only 2 rounds he's lost in his whole career. If you check back, you're going to see the judges gave Yusuf Zalal the 3rd round in their fight. The only other decision that Ilia's ever been to other than the Josh Emmett one. But dude, the 3rd round was won. If you check verdict, if you check all that, they all gave it to Ilia Topuria. All the fans gave it to Ilia Topuria. The judges just for some reason gave the 3rd round to Yusuf Zalal, which I don't understand why. If you watch that fight, and also Ilia took that on like 5 days notice, and he had COVID just like a week before, bro. It's insane. This guy is good. He's only lost 2 rounds in his entire career, bro.
For me and for everyone.
Jeez.
Alex was really tough opponent for me, and he's a tough opponent for everyone. He didn't lose in the featherweight division for how long? And Max, how many times he get whooped like in the featherweight division? He get beat by Conor McGregor. When you get beat by Conor McGregor, shut the fuck up. Fuck, bro. Forget about
that. Was Pipsqueak Max. Okay, we don't count that in the Max losses. The real. I'll say this: the real Max losses are the Volk losses. 3 times, and then the Dustin loss. But is that really a loss? That's why. Is that really a loss, the Dustin one, when he was on short notice? And he was freaking fat. Well, it wasn't short notice, but he just didn't, he didn't properly bulk up to 155. So, that's even like an iffy loss. But the other ones are at the start of his career. He was a pipsqueak. We don't count those.
When Conor McGregor beats you, forget about it.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I saw him in Marbella. And I'm sure you saw this as well. He said he's more Spanish than you.
Yeah, he went to Marbella. He's more Spanish, yeah. I also, when I see myself in the mirror below my waist, I also think sometimes I'm more African than Francis Ngannou.
Bro, all right, we've all seen this. This was awkward in my opinion. Okay, this was awkward. This was an awkward line to say in front of freaking Ariel Helwani, who doesn't give any reactions. But dude, people are hyping it up. I'm going to say it was a bit awkward. I'm not going to lie. That's a bit awkward, a bit weird of a thing to say. It's funny. It's funny to some people. I genuinely, I thought it was a bit awkward. I'm not going to lie.
So when you hear him say that, what do you think?
He's a fake fighter.
Dude, even Ilia knows it was awkward to say, because look at his reaction, bro. He's
a fake fighter. He fakes all the time that he's going to fight. I'm fighting Mike Chandler.
He is, bro. That's the thing about McGregor. He's all yap. Now he got the Dan Hooker. Yeah, I think he's going to fight Dan Hooker in February, bro. He's never fighting again. Get that out of your head. He's never fighting again. He hasn't planned on fighting for the past 3 years. He doesn't want to fight. So McGregor's a fake fighter, bro. That's
the greatest comeback. Fight. Why you don't fight?
Just fight, bro. As a McGregor fan, just fight. I've wanted to see you fight for the past freaking 3 years, and you haven't fought, bro. That's why it's sad. But he's never fighting again. If you still think he's fighting, you're delusional. He's never fighting again.
What do you think is his issue with you? Because I've heard him mention you a lot, and he gets very, very fired up when talking about you.
He does, dude. Ilia Topuria is McGregor's favorite fighter, 100%, because he's constantly talking about him, whether you guys realize it or not. Ilia Topuria, or whatever he calls him, Ilia Topuria, that's his favorite fighter, bro. He's constantly talking about him, dude.
I don't know what's going on with him, but as I told you, he's a fake fighter. He fakes the fight all the time, but I don't see him fight. He's like, I'm gonna come back and this and that, bro. Fight.
True, just fight, bro.
Put your name on the table. What the fuck are you doing? But he wants to be in the conversation all the time, but he doesn't want to fight. How's that?
Do you think he fights again, 2025?
No.
If he fights, he's gonna try to come back and do something. But guess who's gonna pick? Dan Hooker.
I mean, Dan Hooker would still school
what do you mean
McGregor, in modern age McGregor, who hasn't taken a calf kick in 16 years, has maybe trains like once a fucking year, and just punches the heavy bag a couple times. That's it. Modern McGregor is freaking coked out of his mind, bro. He's gonna lose whoever he fights, pretty much.
Fight Dan Hooker, I don't know who the fuck you want, but...
And what weight class would McGregor even fight at, bro? He'd be fighting at fucking 205 by now, bro. This guy, I mean, he doesn't want to cut weight. You think McGregor wants to go through a weight cut? No. He's just gonna freaking fight at 205. He'll be good with that. That's it. I mean, it's actually depressing to think about, bro.
For me, he's retired.
Same for me, bro. He's basically retired.
I don't want to even talk about him. A guy who is retired. It's like I feel bad, but about that guy that talk about the guy who's retired, and
retired,
he's
bro.
at the same time retired.
But surely like Ilia
Wait,
Topuria
what?
versus
At the same time retired,
but
What?
and he's at the same time retired.
Retalk? I don't know
But-
what
but
that. I'm
surely,
not gonna
like,
lie.
Ilia
Even as
Topuria
Ilia's professional translator, I don't understand what he said there.
About that guy that talk about the guy who's retired, and he's at the same time retired.
Retalk?
but
Bro, what is
surely
he
like
saying?
Ilia Topuria versus Conor McGregor, you would welcome this, right? If it's a real thing,
That's never gonna happen.
Never?
That's never gonna happen. Never.
Never,
Why?
bro. He's
Ne-
not
how-
interested in the McGregor fight anymore. McGregor's old news. He's freaking old news. He called him out earlier this year, but he's old news by now.
Oh.
He doesn't care.
Because
It's
I'm
Islam.
the world champion. He's not even in the rankings. How's that's gonna happen? But we can do something if he wants. For my next training camp, for my next fight, I invite him, and I don't know. I invite him with Dan Hooker, and they can do like 2.5 minute one, 2.5 another. I change them each like every round. We can do that.
He can.
That's it.
They
That's all
can
you're-
come train with them. They can come train with him. That's what he's saying. You know, he can beat you up in training. That's the extent of a fight that you're ever gonna get with Ilia. Because now Ilia now is the money fight. It used to be McGregor. McGregor used to be the big guy. You know, the big, basically the cash cow, right? The cash cow where you get him, you're freaking rich. Now it's Ilia, bro. Now everybody wants a slice of the pie. They all gotta call out Ilia. You got Belal, you got Islam, you got freaking everybody going after Ilia because they all want a piece of the pie.
you're interested.
But
He's the new McGregor.
yeah, because
He's
official
manifested
fight,
it.
that's impossible. And right now at this point, I have much bigger fights than Conor McGregor. Conor McChicken.
What-
We went to
Sure.
Marbella when I was in Abu Dhabi.
What's the issue with Islam? I see you guys going back and forth as well. What's the problem there? Do you feel like it's getting too personal?
No, I don't have anything
Nah.
personal with him.
That's true. Ilia doesn't really go to the personal level. That's a fact. The extent he's ever seen, the most I've ever seen was the Belal thing, where he said no wife, no kids. But that was even a meme. That wasn't even something Ilia didn't come up with. He didn't come up with that. Okay, he stole a meme. You know, it's not the best look, but he did steal a meme. That's the extent of ever going after someone's family, which he doesn't do. He doesn't go personal. He's not on the personal level that McGregor used to go on. He's not. He just talks about how trash you are or how you're scared. That's what he says.
Anything personal
Is
with
that
Islam.
is
I
that
don't have any issue. The only point is that he's the world champion in the lightweight division. I want to move up to lightweight
wants to
division,
move
and
up,
I want to face him, in the future. And if,
Also, people saying like Ilia shouldn't move, bro. Focus on defending your belt. Who is there? It's realistically, who is there to beat? I mean, Diego Lopez. That's like the only guy who's like, bro. After you beat Max Holloway, why are we all acting like? Aren't we all? All these fanboys are acting like, bro. Max Holloway destroys him. But then they're gonna say, if Ilia beats him, they're still gonna say, no, not time to move up. Despite the fact that he freaking beats the guy who everybody says is gonna destroy him. Like, what? Ilia should move up after this fight, bro. He should, because I realistically think he is Islam's hardest threat. I do think so, because we've seen Islam get dropped before by right hands. We've seen him get dropped by freaking Volk, and we've seen him get knocked out by a right, but you guys don't want to hear it. But I'm sorry, after he beats Max Holloway, everybody's going to be saying, wow, this guy actually might be a threat to Islam, because he is.
he's not anymore the
the real
lightweight
deal.
champion because he lose
Sorry.
his belt against someone. I don't even care about him.
Okay.
I wish him all the best. But I said something like, I want to face him in the octagon, and all his cousins came out. When
All the
I see you
cousins
on the street and
came out
when
of
I
nowhere.
see you around, I'm gonna do this and that. And bro, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
They're just
You
bro. They actually are yappers, though. Ilia was talking about Islam just because he wants to fight him, because he wants a chance at the second belt, and all of his boys came out of the woodworks for no reason to go after Ilia. Like, what?
I'm gonna do
Because they want a piece of the pie, bro. They want to, they want some street cred from the biggest guy in the UFC. They just want some freaking street cred.
anything.
Street cred.
Anything. So shut up.
You think they're trying to intimidate you?
How?
Because like you, and I
Umar
know-
Nurmagomedov's intimidating him, bro. Now trust me, bro. The little pipsqueak Umar, he's freaking intimidating them.
Tell me that they gonna punch me around?
they said you went back and forth, or you sent something about Usman as well. Like it just seemed like they were all kind of coming at
Bro,
you there.
That guy. They caught him with the steroids, right? In the last year.
With the PD.
That's why he's so nervous, because it affects a lot in
They
the
caught
nerve.
that boy, bro. They did catch him. He's just calling out steroid use. That's another thing. He goes after the facts. He doesn't go. Did he say, Usman, or what's his name? Usman. He didn't say, Usman, you look like a fucking goblin. He didn't say some shit like that. He just said, you're on steroids, bro. That's all he said.
Steroids. That's why he's so angry all the time.
Okay, so there's no issue there with Islam, and that is good to hear. I did read your tweet about Belal Muhammad, and this
Conor is a fake fighter and he's a fake champion.
what's the
He's a
issue there?
fake champion.
No
finishes,
finishes,
no
no knockouts,
No
no
knockouts,
knockdowns.
This is the most I've seen him
no
go after.
girlfriend.
This is the most I've seen him ever go after anything personal, bro.
And no kids.
Belal has never
He has
finished.
never finished any man or woman.
This is some kind of
Never.
tweet. This is
Because a real champion finishes fights, he knocks people out, he submits people.
This was funny.
If not,
This was funny because later on in this interview, he goes on to, praise Merab, who also, Merab doesn't really get any finishes either, and Belal has a more recent finish than Merab, which I kind of find it ironic, but, obviously, Merab's his Georgian boy, they're boys, and I like Merab, I like Belal too, but dude, he didn't have to go after that, okay, because, you could be a champ even if you're not finishing people, you're just dominating them, and that's what Belal does, bro.
who you
He
call
dominates.
yourself a champion, I don't know. A world champion.
He's trying to build the beef, though. I respect it. Obviously, we don't get to be buddy-buddy with everybody. He's trying to respect, or he's trying to freaking not be Mr. Respect Fest and build up some beef.
so what prompted this? Because you're 45, he's 170. That's not something that's happening anytime soon. So why did you start this, or why did you respond to it?
Because he said something like, if you want a street fight, we're going to street fight you. If you want this,
Yeah.
He said some bullshit. I don't remember.
Belal Muhammad's
good,
Belal Muhammad's gonna beat freaking Ilia in a street fight, I think. Yep, 100%.
but he said something about me that it was like, finish someone. Man or woman, it doesn't matter, but finish someone.
In a way, though, Ilia, isn't this the dream? Everyone's coming at you. Conor McGregor's coming at
It
you.
is.
The 170 champs.
He's got everybody
Everyone's
after
taking
him,
shots,
bro.
and they're taking
He's the-
shots because you're the king.
Whether or not you like to admit it, even if you're an Ilia hater, you constantly are freaking tuning into his shit. You're constantly leaving a comment, engaging, saying this guy's delusional, or then you're an Ilia appreciator, and you say, bro, this guy's good for the sport, great for the sport, building up rivalries, building all this, trying to freaking bring trash talk back to the sport. It's amazing, bro. He really is. He's got all the eyes on him.
King of the
100%.
division.
Bienvenidos.
Yes.
Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. They want some
Welcome,
light
guys.
right now.
Welcome.
Because I'm shining right now. I'm shining.
True.
And after October 26th, I'm going to shine even more and more and more.
He's shining bright like a diamond, bro. He
And
is.
they are scared about the shine I bring. They are scared. And they want to take a little piece of that.
Right, that's it for the interview, though. There's not much more. He doesn't really trash talk anyone else. He just goes on to freaking praise Merab and, say that, he plans on fighting in 2025 in Spain. So that's it, though. That's it for the freaking, the deep dive analysis. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This did take me quite a while to get to, piece together all these things. And, yeah, anyway, good luck, Ilia. We already know he's going to freaking win. All this trash talk's going to go right, 100%. This is not going to be a trash talk gone wrong moment. But that's it. That's it for the video, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.